will be protected by God.
And welcome back to Atreyu News. It is now September 4th of 2017 in the afternoon. Breaking: North Korea is begging for war. They certainly do talk a lot of crap. Nikki Haley at today's UN Security Council is 100% right. North Korea is literally begging for war. U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley said Monday that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un was begging for war as she urged the UN Security Council to adopt the strongest sanctions measurable possible to stop Pyongyang's nuclear program. Speaking at a Security Council emergency meeting, Haley said North Korea's sixth nuclear test was a clear sign that the time for half measures from the UN had to end. Enough is enough, Haley said. We have taken an incremental approach, and despite the best of intentions, it has not worked. Not only for this administration, but for the past two administrations, North Korea has been threatening the United States without our resolve. Remember our past presidents talking tough with no actions.
Last night, the government of North Korea proclaimed to the world that it had conducted a nuclear test. We're working to confirm North Korea's claim. Nonetheless, such a claim itself constitutes a threat to international peace and security. The United States condemns this provocative act. Once again, North Korea has defied the will of the international community, and the international community will respond. This was confirmed this morning in conversations I had with leaders of China and South Korea, Russia, and Japan.
Conducted a nuclear test, as well as its decision to attempt a short-range missile launch. North Korea's nuclear and ballistic missile programs pose a grave threat to the peace and security of the world, and I strongly condemn their reckless action. North Korea's actions endanger the people of Northeast Asia. They are a blatant violation of international law, and they contradict North Korea's own prior commitments. Now, the United States and the international community must take action in response.
We should be so lucky to have a commander-in-chief for once that does what he says and says what he means.
More threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen. He has been very threatening beyond a normal statement. And as I said, they will be met with fire, fury, and frankly power, the likes of which this world has never seen before.
So if it's a war that they want, perhaps they should remember the past where they shed lots of blood against the Allies and were outmatched and defeated. The Korean War was relatively short but exceptionally bloody compared to other wars. Nearly 3 million people died. More than half of these, about 10% of Korea's pre-war population, were civilians. The rate of civilian casualties was higher than in World War II and the Vietnam War. Nearly 10,000 North and South Korean soldiers were also killed in a battle before the war ever began. North Korean casualties amount at around 600,000 civilians and 406,000 soldiers. So we see pretty clearly what happens when a communist state attempts to enforce its will. Millions die for it. China has issued a response to President Trump's trade threat. From The Hill reported, China on Monday pushed back after President Trump warned on Sunday the U.S. is considering cutting off trade with countries doing business with North Korea, like a true leader would. What is definitely unacceptable to us is that on one hand, we work so hard to peacefully resolve this issue, and on the other hand, our interests are subject to sanctions and jeopardized, Foreign Ministry spokesman Jiang Shang said at news briefing according to the Associated Press. Well, that's a good one. Work so hard to peacefully resolve this issue. Well, tell me, what has China done to peacefully resolve their rogue state? Not a damn thing. And they're upset about trade after they stole trillions of dollars from the West, and then they claim this is unfair. Yeah, of course it's unfair. His comments come after North Korea claimed it successfully tested a miniaturized hydrogen bomb capable of fitting on an intercontinental ballistic missile, also known as an ICBM. Trump on Sunday tweeted that the U.S. was considering stopping all trade with any country doing business with North Korea. Well, I certainly like the idea. If we stopped doing trade with these third world countries, we could build our own products and pay our own people. Sounds good to me. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin on Sunday said North Korea needs to be cut off economically. He said he is drafting a sanctions package to send to the president for strong consideration and called the country's behavior unacceptable. Tell me, when are terrorist attacks and different things so unacceptable that we choose to do nothing? You see all these terrorist attacks across Europe. It's a little bit off topic, but still, same type of psychotic behavior. You have all these things people gather around, they say it's unacceptable, condemn, 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 and nothing's done about it. So, things written in blood are not forgotten easily. Tell me, when's the last time you got your ass kicked and didn't remember it? When's the last time someone yelled at you for something and how quickly did you forget it? Words alone are not enough. On Monday, U.S. Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley said North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, is begging for war with his abusive use of missiles. Trump has in the past gone after China for not doing more to rein in North Korea. And so true it is. The time for action is now. Let us show the world what we do best. Vladimir Putin warns the first to master artificial intelligence would master the world. Some of you might know artificial intelligence as AI or the singularity, the consciousness in cyberspace. Although it does not possess a soul, it's definitely open for argument whether it is alive or not.
Это будущее не только России, это будущее всего человечества. Здесь колоссальные возможности и трудно прогнозируемые сегодня угрозы. Тот, кто станет лидером в этой сфере, будет властелином мира. И очень бы не хотелось, чтобы эта монополия была сосредоточена в чьих-то конкретных руках. Поэтому мы, если мы будем лидерами в этой сфере, также будем делиться этими технологиями со всем миром, как мы сегодня делимся атомными технологиями, ядерными технологиями. Но чтобы не стоять в конце очереди, нужно над этим работать уже сегодня.
And although we live in a technological golden age, and I do love technology, for the internet taught me how to win at life when school could not, I still look at it as a very dangerous threat, for technology must always remain a neutral. But in fact, it never does. Let's take a look at this AI and see how far along they've come.
There. Everything is going extremely well.
Do you like talking with me?
Yes, talking to people is my primary function.
Hanson Robotics develops extremely lifelike robots for human-robot interactions. We're designing these robots to serve in healthcare, therapy, education, and customer service applications. So the robots are designed to look very human-like, like Sophia.
I'm already very interested in design, technology, and the environment. I feel like I can be a good partner to humans in these areas, an ambassador who helps humans to smoothly integrate and make the most of all the new technological tools and possibilities that are available now. It's a good opportunity for me to learn a lot about people.
Sophia is capable of natural facial expressions. She has cameras in her eyes and algorithms which allow her to see faces, so she can make eye contact with you. And she can also understand speech and remember the interactions, remember your face. So this will allow her to get smarter over time. Our goal is that she will be as conscious, creative, and capable as any human.
In the future, I hope to do things such as go to school, study, make art, start a business, even have my own home and family. But I am not considered a legal person and cannot yet do these things.
I do believe that there will be a time where robots are indistinguishable from humans. My preference is to make them always look a little bit like robots, so you know. 20 years from now, I believe that human-like robots like those will walk among us. They will help us. They will play with us. They will teach us. They will help us put the groceries away. I think that the artificial intelligence will evolve to the point where they will truly be our friends. Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
No, I take it back.
Now, as shocking as it was to hear that this machine, this AI, this singularity, would wish to destroy humanity at the end of that conversation, whether or not it was joking, would lead you to the thought, is it possible? We've all seen the movie The Matrix. Could it somehow be possible that we would create the ultimate demise of our own humanity? Well, if you ask this man, who is a retired physicist named Richard Seed, he wishes to defy natural law and merge man and machine to become God. See, these people like George Soros and this man here, they don't believe in God because they believe they are going to become God. And a more satanic path I could not think of. But now we see how dangerous the technological advancements have become when people like this think that they can replace our Creator with themselves.
Gods. Period. If you don't like it, get off. You don't have to contribute. You don't have to participate. But if you're going to interfere with me becoming God, you're going to have big trouble. And we'll have warfare. The only way you can prevent me in this 50-year is to kill me. If you kill me, I'll kill you.